Hey everybody, welcome to Grandpa's Garage. Well, I'm down in the shop today and I thought I would start working on the dashboard of the 78 Ford F100. I'm just going to do some hand sanding on it today. Got to get this brown paint, got to get it scuffed up because it's going to get painted red. So let's give it a go. Let's see what I've got here for paper. It was nice of Joe Sousa to do that chat for us yesterday. Hopefully this one will work out just as nicely. I don't know how long I'll be getting this going here, but we are down in Grandpa's garage. It's snowing, it's cold outside, it's warm in here. And I'm just using I can't even tell you. Oh, it's a 100. Just using a 100 grit here. I've got, most of the truck is at home here. The chassis, the cab, and the engine are down at my buddy's place, Tom. You've seen some videos of me down at his place. But I'll show you in a few minutes here everything that's down in the basement. I've got stuff out in one of my tarp garages out there. I got doors, hood, all the painted interior fenders, and the rad cradle support. I got the push bar over here on the ground that I started, puttying and primering and stuff. Some days I just don't know which way to turn. But anyway, let's carry on. I didn't want to get too aggressive on this because if I do, I'm going to have gouges that I'm not going to be able to take care of without a lot of puttying. Just trying to smoothen everything out and scuff her up, basically. Oh, there's something down there I'm not too happy with. That is something down there. So many of you know where I am, and some of you may not know where I am. I'm in Northern Ontario, Canada. We're about 3.5 hours north of Toronto, up in the bush. I got 10 acres of property here, and in behind me, in Canada, it's called Crown land or government land. There's over 5,000 acres behind me of sheer wilderness. There's moose, deer, bear, wild turkeys, fox, you name it is up here. Wolves. Hence, I call my cabin Wolf Lodge. This is Wolf Ridge and that's Wolf Lodge. Some nights you can hear the wolf howling. They're not coyotes, they're wolves. And last winter, what did we get? We got over 5 feet of snow. I showed some videos of me plowing in my side-by-side. Well, I put a heater in it this year because I darn near froze to death in it. But anyway. It's going to be a little warmer in there, I hope. Maybe not as much snow. Now I've collected all of the bits and pieces and wood grain, I don't know if you can see that there, it's wood grain glove box. And I've got the door cards, they're also wood grain. And I've got the wood grain that's going to go around here. And around the gauges, I've got the wood grain for that. On the steering wheel. There's wood grain on it as well. Just kind of going with a little more of a fancier interior than what the F100 would have come with. More or less, I'm putting an F150 interior in an F100 cab. If that makes sense. I have a new dash pad for it. It's in black. The dash is going to be red with the wood grain and the black. It should look pretty good. Dash is in pretty good shape for the year, but anyway, 1978. So I was down at my buddy's place there yesterday, Ian. I'm a member of the car club up here. It's a Halliburton Time Travelers Car Club. And he's got a 1975 Cutlass Supreme that he picked up for a parts car. Well, it needs floors, but he's buying the whole panel for it. And I'm going to go down and give him a hand, show him how to do some welding. He's got all the equipment. He bought some new welding machines and stuff. And I'm going to go down and kind of give him some pointers on how to do it and show him what to do. But the car isn't too bad now. He's not sure what he's going to do with it, but he does need to sell it. Sometimes that happens. You pick up another vehicle and you kind of grow attached to them, don't you? I know. I've been a welder for over 40 years and a mechanic and a heavy equipment operator and all that jazz. I'm now retired. And I know guys like Gatto are counting down to the retirement. All I can tell you guys who aren't retired, who want to be retired, it's the best job I've ever had. Sure like that pickup truck, Joe Sousa, the one you got Gulf Gas Company painted on it there. That's a nice little rig. Enjoy talking with the guys on the chat. Chewy, I always get a kick out of Chewy driving around his neighborhood down there with Tater Tot. And Jarno, the speed demon. Wow, I watched some of your videos, Jarno. You're quite the guy back in the day in that thing. That's why I call you a Rocket Man, man. You were fearless. And Davina Baldwin doing those hot rods. Hats off to you, Davina. Keep her going, girl. I am going to have to get after this with a power sander at some point. I decided to muck around with it today and just go over it a bit. It's coming along. It's a long ways away from being painted, of course. But I don't like brown. You don't paint hot rods brown. Sorry. That's not a good color. To each his own. I just think brown is a non-color. It's going to take a lot of sanding. And I've got nothing else to do. I am going to get back onto the 78 down at my buddy Tom's place there. We're putting it into a tarp garage down there, and he's going to throw a heater in so we can carry on with that chassis. Just winter has crept up on us, and it's gotten cold, and we're outside down there. You know, let's face it. I've got to get a garage of some sort put together here. I've got 3 tarp garages, and I'm going to get my chainsaw mill going, and well, I'm going to be cutting some trees and doing some chainsaw milling, and I'm going to be using that to clad the exterior of one of these, I don't know, Shelter Logic style tarp garages. So I can throw a wood stove in there, you know, and do some heat, do some work in there. Just when we built this house, my wife and I, when we decided to build it, COVID hit. And everything, building costs, doubled and tripled. So where there was a budget for a garage, in the end ended up being no budget for a garage. So what would you build first, your garage or your house? Well, I guess the house, right? Garage can come later. My wife is upstairs with the wood stove going upstairs. She's like 80 degrees in the house. Down here it's about 72 on that thermometer. And there's no heat on down here. It's just got ICF block walls and insulation and sprayed-in insulation and drywall. And it's well insulated, this house. House is only 700 square feet. Only 2 people. What do you need? You need a garage. It's going to be odd having the ignition sticks, like as Derek from Vice Grip Garage says, calls them ignition sticks. Love that guy. In the dash, you know, everybody's got them up here, or, you know, stuck up over somewhere. The old key in the dash, eh? And where's the high beams for this thing? The button's on the floor. Some people never heard of that, but that's what I grew up with. We haven't got the 306 cylinder for this truck running yet. We were down poking around trying to get this thing figured out and wiring, and again the weather came in on us. So I was poking away at the frost plugs, and if I didn't put the screwdriver right through the frost plugs, so you know all of that stuff's got to be changed. The engine is turning over, but we haven't got the wiring quite figured out yet. We're close. And then we stopped due to weather. We'll get her. We can't kill those engines. I love it how people find these barn finds and they'll pull the ashtray out. Never been smoked in. This one's been smoked in. A lot. I've got like 3 different cigarette lighters that go in here. You just take your pick of which one you want. Cigarette lighter. I don't smoke, but back in the day, everybody did. I got back from our Caribbean cruise, and if you saw that one video where I ripped the toenail right off. And we were out on the front of the ship in the solarium area, and it was really super windy, and the furniture was all moving around on its own. It was really quite something. And I stood up to push the chair back, and as soon as I turned around, the chair came straight at me, and I had bare feet, and off went the toenail. Oh, what fun. That was 3rd day in. Oh, well, the salt water helped cure it up anyway. I don't know if that needs to be sanded. That's in behind. Just want to get rid of that brown. Hate the brown. All right. Let's leave that be for the time being. I want to take you around and just show you some of the parts that I've got here. Pardon me for this. Okay. This is the little MIG welder that I use. It's just a little Lincoln flux core, so I don't need gas. I can weld out in the driveway, you know. Got the bumper here. I got the dash wire harness, the insulation for the firewall, 2 front fenders, 2 inner fenders. Here's the grill assembly that I cleaned up and I painted those. Alternator bracket, hood supports, heater control, wipers. This is the dash pad here. Flip that over. There's the dash pad. It has one imperfection right there. It's like a hole. Maybe I can fill that with something. Door cards. This one is broken up here. These are original. There's a hole here. But I may use some of that bad Chad chrome to refurbish, because these used to be like a chrome. Maybe I can put some bad Chad chrome in there. This is the steering wheel. Steering column. This is the headliner on the floor here, and these are the chrome. I'm going to have to clean these up that go around the headliner. Door hinges. We grabbed some different door hinges because the pins and bushings were shot on the one set that I had. The seat is here. The gauge cluster. What else have I got in here? Oh. Let's have a look. Show you where the push bar is that I was working on. It's still here. It needs a little more puttying, but it's definitely coming along. And this will be on the front of the truck with a couple of nice driving lights in it, painted a nice shiny black. But you can see what's going on here. Anywho, the dash is in pretty good shape. I'll take you outside here and show you what's going on weather-wise. I haven't been out in a while here. Let's see. There's no windows down here. Oh. I've got the birds. Ooh, that's chilly. Yeah. There's our greenhouse down there and our raised bed gardens. Got the plastic off. If I take you out the back door over here, you can see my cabin. I call that Wolf Lodge. That building down through the trees, that's the sugar shack, and I have a shed on the other side of that. Step out the side here. One tarp garage. There's another one over there, and there's another one over there. Wood sheds over here. Yeah, it's about -5 Celsius today. I was going to go down into the bush today and cut some firewood, but hey, who needs that? There's the septic system right here. And this hill is a lot steeper than you think. When you get down to the bottom and want to walk back up, you got to be in decent shape. The old canoe here. That's chilly. I got some little toys and things here. There's almost like a Lulabelle. And I got some old dinky toys from when I was a kid. There's my grandpa's garage sign here. My f100 custom emblems that I refurbished. Not sure that I really like them, but maybe they're okay. I did find a really good 78 license plate, but I only found one. You can't do much with one. What else have I got? I got a bunch of signs and pictures, and I got some license plates. Jamaica. Got another Ford steering wheel up there. We got a duck on the wall over here. And I found this old push mower. It's all seized up and everything, but something I'm going to play around with just for the hell of it. My old Coca-Cola cooler there. There's my big chainsaw. So yeah, this is the floor goes up. It's flat on the gray, and then it goes uphill here. This is all granite. We didn't blast or anything out. It's just for storage down here. And we got this nice little work area for me. So it worked out well. There's my Weldon beanie. Anyway, I don't know what else I can tell you guys, but this will be my first go at going live here. It's almost a 20-minute long video, so hope to see you guys in the chat, and bye for now.